Hello, everybody. Did you know that scientists can observe and measure the incredibly fast movement of electrons inside atoms using attosecond pulses of light? An attosecond is so short that in the time it takes to blink, billions of them have already passed. A very warm welcome to Professor Anne Lullier, a 2023 Nobel laureate in physics, whose groundbreaking work made these discoveries possible. It's an honor to have you with us today, dear Anne. Thank you so much.
No.
I want to ask you first that you mentioned earlier that the key quality of a researcher is perseverance. And do you think this quality can be taught to young scientists or just something that from the birth we have?
I do think that it can be taught or it can be trained to not to
Yeah,
give up. Absolutely, you can learn to do that.
I
I think
see.
it's a quality for life in general.
Yeah, I also imagine that perseverance must have played a major role in your own success, especially during some challenging moments in your research, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. Um, Next thing, the concept of harmonics in both music and physics is so poetic, and it's fascinating how art and science can inspire each other. And earlier you talked about your son creating a piece of music related to harmonics of light, right? And
Yeah.
yeah, it's amazing how your scientific research has been able to inspire creativity even within your family. And yeah, I want to, if you were asked to create a symphony of attosecond pulses, just to imagine what feelings or natural phenomena would you want to convey through this music? How do you think?
I'm not a musician, so um, it's a very difficult question. Um, really, I don't know.
Okay, in any case, it's great that harmonics is so close to each other in music and physics. It's really amazing. Also, it's amazing, I think, how serendipity can play a role in scientific breakthroughs. And sometimes the most remarkable discoveries happen, which will happen when we least expect them. Um, and what was it like to feel the moment when you initially tried to observe the fluorescence of excited atoms? But the unexpected discovery of harmonics led to be like a revolution in your field of research.
So, what is your question?
What was it like to feel the moment when you was researching one thing and it was an unexpected discovery?
Of course, it was very exciting to see something you did not expect. It was very exciting, but I had no idea that this would lead to so much, and eventually to Nobel Prize, of course. But it was simply very interesting to see these high order harmonics. Very unexpected to have so many and making some kind of plateau behavior.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you. And what most inspires you to continue research in times of scientific doubt and probably failure. Do you have any rituals or let's say habits to keep you internally motivated?
Well, what motivates me is to learn new things. So um, that is what is motivating me as a researcher in research to try to learn new things, to do new experiments and interpret them. So there are
Mhm.
always things you can do. So even when things don't work, there is always things you can do. That's my, yeah,
Yeah,
the way I can
of course.
continue.
Of course. Research can be a long and unpredictable journey.
Yes, absolutely.
Great. And your work
The
involves,
other thing I also do is my work is not only do research, is also teaching. So in times where research is not going very well, then you have always the teaching part.
yeah, I see. That's great. And your work involved studying electron motion and time at a second level. But how has this changed your, let's say, philosophical perception of time and its role in our world?
It has not changed my the way I think of everyday's life. If you this is your question,
Yeah,
and to me, we do research, and we're not really following in time and space the electron. We cannot see the electron, but we look at the wave motion of an electron wave packet. This is what we are doing. So we are doing specific experiment, and so this has not changed my perception of time. No.
I see. Thank you for sharing that. I also have some thoughts about the ideas of zeptosecond research. It sounds like science fiction today, but it's incredible to think how quickly science progresses. So, and in regard to the possibilities of working with zeptosecond pulses, do you think that this direction can open new horizons in physics and technology in future?
I think so. You can certainly go to shorter time scales with the same technique. It's there is no fundamental limit. You yet at least you can um, have these harmonics um, be phase locked over very broad bandwidths, and in that case you could have even shorter pulses. But um, Yeah, and what can you do is that you can look at, for example, electrons which are deeper in matter that move faster. Um, Maybe look at nuclei. I don't know, but my camera is not working well. Do you see it or not?
Yes, I see some like blinks.
I just
We will we will
I
cut this part if necessary. So yeah, let's
now it's gone. Yeah.
now it's stable. Yeah, okay, thank you. Good. Yeah, that's really amazing, I guess. Um, just a few words about your colleague Pierre Agostini. In our conversation with him, he mentioned your cooperation in the early years. And how do you think sharing the ideas with other researchers contributes to innovation in science?
I think it's fundamental to science is to collaborate and share ideas with other people. It's kind of the the key to progress in science. That's my opinion.
Yeah, that's the truth. Yeah. Okay. And what technological advances might push the boundaries of science even further in the future? And how do you think would there a role of artificial intelligence over there?
I don't want to answer this question because I am not expert in artificial intelligence, but certainly it will lead to further progress in science. That's I can say. But again, I'm not expert on this, so I don't want to make any
Yeah.
prediction.
Okay. We just see a little now that it's increasingly being used in science to model complex
Yeah.
processes. Maybe just a way to accelerate discoveries. So we'll see for that. Okay, it's always interesting also to imagine how skills from one field might translate into breakthroughs in another. And I want to ask you if you had an opportunity to be a researcher in any other field of science for today, which field would you choose and why?
Um, well, maybe I am a little bit boring, but I like physics very much. to me, I chose the best possible field of research. So if I was to start again, I would choose the same field of research, atomic physics and laser physics.
Yeah, it's really amazing field of knowledge for everyone in the world. Yeah. And your journey is so inspiring, and your example is crucial for encouraging more women to pursue careers in STEM fields. What advice would you give to young girls who want to pursue a career in science but probably face some gender stereotypes?
Yeah, I would give the advice that if they like mathematics, physics, experiment theory, they should really go into this direction and not feel discouraged because maybe there are not so many women, or because of someone say, oh, you are not good enough or something like that. They should really try, because it's a great, it's absolutely a great career. It's a great job. Um,
Yes.
and also I want to say that if you are, um, it's you can raise a family and have a career in science, at least in some countries, and if you have good partners.
Yeah, great. Even in our scientific community, we see even more and more women related in scientific
Yeah.
activities and publications as well.
Yes, I agree. I mean, I think the situation is much better than 50 years ago, and even much more better than 100 years ago. And I think it's gonna get even better.
Yeah, it's scaling. Okay, great. Thank you
That's
so
what I
much.
hope, at least. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it would be. So, dear Anne, thank you so much for this
Thank you.
incredible, inspiring conversation. Your thoughts and experience shed new light on the beauty and complexity of science. I wish you continued success in supporting groundbreaking discoveries and inspiring the next generation of scientists. So it's been an absolute honor to speak with you today.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you, Dan. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.